well. We're good.
All right, yo, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to Outside the Cage podcast. We had a nice little break, a little week to think about things, but we're back to make some money. We got left off with a banger last time. We had congrats to the new champion, Leon Edwards, Rocky.
Hey, we
You,
called it.
hey, I'm telling y'all, we call underdog at least every week. That was a huge one. Leon, you showed up. You did some Rocky shit. You were getting beat pretty much 4 rounds, destroyed. So props to you. But
Yeah.
yeah. Anything you guys say, Chad, about it?
Other than like a hell of a comeback from Leon and just not giving up through the whole thing. He was down. I think that was great corner work by his corner. Just to make sure that he knew that he was still in it.
Yeah.
You're not done. Like you still have those hands to let him go. Like I said, I felt like it was setting up for a trilogy. Usman's not going to rush it, but we're definitely going to see a trilogy between those two. Yeah, but I'm really excited for this card, dude. I think this card I feel like is is a showcase card rather than anything. It's like a card that they know is going to be watched. It's not a pay-per-view, so they're not going to pay these guys pay-per-view money.
Yeah.
But they want to showcase the world like a lot who these guys are. Like you look on the card, you got well, I had it on my phone real quick. You got a lot of French guys, obviously, fighting
Yeah.
over there.
Benoit
But
Saint Denis,
yeah, you got Saint
Nassourdine
Denis.
Imavov,
Nassourdine, Prospect, Imavov.
Farazim.
Yeah, but not a lot of hardcore UFC fans would know these guys. But they
Oh
are
yeah,
talented
William
fighters, like
Gomez.
Charles Jourdain.
Yeah.
Those kind of guys. Kopylov, Nasrat. All
Yeah.
of it, I feel like, that showcase and like potentially just to kind of get your name out there and see what you can do and put you on a big stage. But I'm ready to get into the previews of this card. You want to kick it off?
Yeah. Let's get into it.
We got Stephanie.
Yep. Starting off the night, we got Stephanie Egger versus Aylin Perez. I think we both, if you've been watching MMA, you've seen Stephanie Egger do you've seen her fights, you've seen her, how she fights. She's more of she has a little boxing technique to her. She has a little grappling in her. I wouldn't say she's really a grappler. She's definitely more of a
Got a
balance
submission threat.
Yeah, she has a submission threat. Yeah, 100%. But I really think Stephanie specializes a lot in her hands. I feel like her hands, they aren't like knockout material, but they just get the job done. They point you, they keep you back, they box you. Aylin Perez, the Argentinian, Fiona. Never heard of her before, I'm gonna be honest with you. She's coming out of Samurai Fight House. She looks like a striker. Yeah, Samurai Fight House, yeah. She looks like a striker. She looks like she looks kind of like she's a dirty fighter. Not in the sense that she's going against the rules or nothing, but she makes the fight really dirty.
Makes like Ty.
Exactly.
Make close, yeah.
Exactly. Let me see. The reach 65.7 for her, and Egger 68 inches. So Egger has an advantage with the inches. I would say based off what I'm looking at now for early look, I kind of like Stephanie Egger in this spot. We know the trend with these new prospects in the first fight, especially women. It could end up going bad because this alien girl could just be a savage, and we just don't know about it. But I think this is kind of a prove it moment, and my money is saying Stephanie Egger, to be smart.
All right, I don't know. I think I'm gonna stick with this probably through the weekend. I don't know unless something serious comes out about this fight. I doubt that will happen, but I'm gonna go opposite. I'm gonna go with Aileen just because of one rule that me and you both talked about. I hate these quick turnaround fights. Stephanie Egger, I feel like just fought.
Yeah, let me see. Actually, she did fight. I feel like she fought recently. Yeah.
Yeah, she fought just 3 cards ago.
She lost to Mayra Bueno Silva, and was it last month? What is
I don't know.
Yeah.
What was
I think
it?
Let me see. So her night, it was last month, the 6th.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I don't like a quick turnaround, especially a girl that's having her UFC debut.
Oh, sorry, people, sorry. This month it was the 6th of August. My bad.
That's what I'm saying. So it
Yeah,
hasn't even
yeah,
been a month.
yeah. It hasn't been a month. Yeah,
Okay, so for that, I think these are two low level, like not low level because I don't know what this girl's about, but I know Stephanie Edgar ain't no prospect right now. I know that.
no.
So I'm gonna go
34.
with this girl just off of. I think Dana is signing some savages. I think he's starting to try to improve the women's division. You start to see that with girls like you start to see that with girls like Lemos. He's finding some savages in the women's division. I don't know how good this girl is going to be, but I just like it that our rule that I don't like those quick turnarounds because we saw it with T-Rex. Like he didn't look good after his quick turnaround.
Yeah.
Every fighter that me and you think is going to be fine after a quick turnaround, the only one I've seen do it is Hamzat, where he didn't matter to him.
Yeah,
and that's not normal. So
I will say it depends on a lot of factors, though. It depends on a lot of factors. I think.
Yeah, it depends on a lot of factors.
She could be fired up right now, and I think Myra. Yeah. I just think Myra is much more much harder
she's
challenge.
Probably more. Yeah, she's probably more technical. She's way more experienced. I just don't like the quick turnaround, and the girl's probably motivated. I'm not super confident, and I don't know how much I'm gonna put on it or whatever. But I'm just saying for that quick turnaround and her level of fighting, I don't like it.
Yeah. Understandable.
All right. So next fight we got Khalid Taha versus Christian Quintionez. I'm gonna go with Christian here. This is his debut, also, I think.
Mm-hmm.
And the thing I like about Christian is that he seems like he's got a cardio. A lot of his fights go to decision, and he gets the win. So if your fights can go to decision, you get a win. Obviously, you understand what's going on there. Like, I won this round, whatever I need to do to win that third round. Taha, or what's his name? Taha hasn't won a fight since 2018, I think.
19.
19? Against who?
Boston Salmon.
Okay. So he hadn't won a fight in 3 years. I'm not going to take the older guy that's coming in that's not really proven to do anything in the UFC. I get the experience is good, but he hasn't fought that many high-level people. So I'm gonna take the new guy. I'm gonna take Problema here, and I love his nickname, Problema.
Problem?
I'm gonna take the problem. Yeah. So I'm gonna take him to win by decision over this guy. I'm not sure he's gonna finish him, but I like the decision here.
Yeah, I like that, honestly. I actually thought Taha was a little older than he was. He's only 29, but I did not know that. I thought he was like 30 something. But besides the point, or back to the point, I think, yeah, I'm with you, Chad. I'm edging Christian here, Quinones. I think that, you know how I feel. I feel like Mexicans, they are fighter people. They are fighter people. They are warriors. They came from Aztecs. Like, people used to sacrifice people and take hearts out.
You don't maybe get on Civ tomorrow morning.
Look. But, yeah, and I think, I see Quinones. I just really like him in this spot. He's a dirty striker. He looks for the finish. But he will take it to decision. He doesn't mind going to decision.
Yeah, I like how he has wins by submission, by knockout, and by decision. He can finish it any way that he wants to.
Yeah, he has them in all forms. He won his Contender Series by decision, and I'm pretty sure he destroyed the dude. And I remember watching that. Give me Quinones here. I think he's gonna. He's coming from Tijuana. He wants to put some money in his pocket, man. He wants to drop this dude. Taha's not good. Taha's not good.
I wonder if he comes from the same gym as Moreno.
I'm not sure, actually. It doesn't say.
Doesn't he train in Tijuana?
I know he's from Tijuana. Yeah,
that's what I'm saying.
He might. Hey, if he is, that's even more props to him.
Yeah,
but I'm edging him.
You have to watch out for guys. You have to watch out for the gyms. I mean, the guys these guys people train with day in and day out definitely matter.
Oh yeah, 100%.
So
yeah.
So I think me and you we're in agreement on that. We just don't really trust Taha as much. We want to see something from the new guy. Like I said, this is a showcase, though, man. Unless Taha comes back strong and maybe ready. I just don't.
Yeah, he might win by decision.
If you haven't won a fight, if you're not active and you haven't won a fight since 2019, it's hard for me to flip your way, for real.
Yeah. But moving on.
All right, go ahead, yeah.
Ooh, this is one of my fighters I like. We got Benoit.
One of our fighters. One of our fighters.
Sure. Benoit, the God of War, Saint Denis, going against Gabriel Miranda. So yeah, man, like I said, we got Benoit, the Frenchman, going against the Brazilian and Gabriel Miranda. This dude looks hilarious. This Gabriel Miranda dude. If you got a chance, look at his topology. Fly. He's smack as hell, everybody. Like
he's probably tough as shit though, because they're putting him against the
definitely. He Brazilians and he a Brazilian submission artist. So keep that in mind. But I really like Benoit here. I think he has really good wrestling.
That's a fucked up first test.
Oh yeah, 100%. Because Benoit could damage this man bad.
That's why I'm going with that. That's a fucked up first test to get somebody.
And this guy is going to try to take him on the ground. That's the thing about this. I know that Fly is going to try to take him on the ground, try to submit him or something. But Benoit is a submission artist. How many submissions does he have in his last 5 fights? Let me see.
3.
He got 3 submissions in his last 5, 1 knockout. So give me Benoit here. I'm not going to think too much on it. I'm going with my heart here and my mind. God of War is going to do this, maybe by finish.
Yeah. Yeah, Benoit is an actual prospect, I think, in the UFC. I don't know much about this guy. Obviously, they think it could be a good fight. The matchmaking for the UFC isn't stupid.
Yeah.
So they think this is going to be a good fight. But Benoit is a former special ops freaking dude. Like he is an insane. We were watching this man about die in Abu Dhabi.
Yeah.
And he was
He's
still
like
going.
SAS or Air Force or I forgot what he was. Like,
he was SAS, I think.
Yeah.
SAS.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go with Benoit here. That's just a tough draw, like on your first fight for the UFC.
And he got the hometown advantage. You gotta remember that. He's from Paris.
Yeah. So I'm gonna go with Benoit here too. I'm not gonna give a prediction on how I think it's gonna finish. I'll let you guys know that on Friday. But yeah, I think me and you are on the same pace as Saint Benoit right here.
This is my early. No, I'm gonna give one a week. This is my early prop, potentially knockout. That's what. I haven't decided yet, but I'm looking to either finish, at a finish definitely, submission or knockout. Don't know yet.
All right. Well, I got a prop too, but it's coming later in the card. So. Let's go ahead and move on. Let's get through this card. Have an early-ish Wednesday preview for you guys.
Yeah.
So, this should be a good fight. What you think?
We got Nassourdine Imavov versus Zhao Buckley. The viral man versus Nassourdine, the French boxer. It's a great fight. I think it's a great fight coming up. You want me to take off on it?
I can go. I'm just thinking it's not going to be long. I think I'm going to go with Nassourdine. I'm feeling Nassourdine right now just because I don't feel like Buckley's going to turn into a wrestler. Like, if he does, then I think that's the way to beat him. But I think Nassourdine's too quick with the kicks. I think he's too fast off the hands for Buckley. Buckley has that power, which is going to be the equalizing factor. So if he clips him, it could be problems. But I don't feel like Buckley, and you could – correct me if I'm wrong, but do you really ever see like Buckley go to the body or like start ripping the body, anything like that? Like really in combination? Not that I can recall. It's not like you get those Chris Curtis shots to the body or like Max Holloway starts ripping to the body or Calvin Kattar starts ripping to the body once you put that high guard up. So I'm going to go with Nassourdine just to kind of keep the distance, defend the takedowns. And I think Buckley, if he has a good game plan, should be to try to wrestle this guy. But I don't know if he's going to – it's hard to come up with a game plan to say, like, I'm going to wrestle this guy, but you're not a wrestler.
Yeah.
I think that's a lot of the areas where fighters mess up is they try to take it into a game plan where they might have the slight edge advantage, but they don't use what they're really good at in the game plan. You know what I'm saying? Like DC.
I think they
DC
just don't want to do it
Stipe.
like that. Like they just want to be that person that they're like, I know I can beat this dude. I can knock this dude out. I know I can beat
And
this
that's
dude
what happened
standing
with
up.
Stipe
I'm
and
not
DC.
wrestling him, even though they have like talent. Yeah,
it just didn't make sense why DC wouldn't try to take Stipe down.
Like DC knocked him out. That's why he's probably like, this dude isn't a better striker than me. I'm standing up with him. Like even though I'm an Olympic wrestler.
Yeah, fact. But I'm gonna pass it off to you. That's pretty much all I have to say. Is I don't think Buckley's gonna turn into a wrestler for this fight. Like, and show me some really good wrestling.
Yeah,
I think Nassourdin's gonna keep him up.
Like you said, I think that's Buckley's path to winning. I think it's either wrestling him and catching Nassourdin off guard, doing a single or double leg and just slamming him to the ground and then just staying on top of him and beating him down, or getting that viral one-punch knockout that Buckley has. He kind of reminds me of like a Mike Tyson if he were to like do. I'm not gonna say his boxing's Mike Tyson level. No, nobody take me for that. But I'm just saying the build and the style kind of is like a Mike Tyson like style in MMA.
He's very athletic and he can hit you with one shot from anything.
Yeah, but what I mean is like more as he has more of the build of Mike Tyson, whereas like he has the stout arms, the power.
The short torso,
the very small, compact, just built as torso, like,
and that can come into play for wrestling. It's just I don't think he's a wrestler.
Exactly. Yeah, but I mean, I just think the Russian sniper man might be a little too much. He might be a little too technical. I think if Nassourdin can stay out the way of Buckley's power and stop a takedown, he should win this. He should do this.
And you know who Nassourdin was scheduled to fight before this?
Who?
Gastelum.
Oh, I see. Kelvin Gastelum.
That's what they think of him. I don't.
Yeah, Nassourdin can finish Buckley. He can finish Buckley.
That's what I'm saying. I think he can finish.
I don't know how, but I mean, I know how. He's probably going to stand up, maybe catch him with something, finish him, get on top of him. But yeah, like I said, I'm edging Nassourdin here, the Russian sniper, to get it done.
Yeah, I like that too. I just, like me and you were both saying, I just don't think he's going to turn into a wrestler that well.
Yeah. All
right, we might have another prospect up on the rise for both of these guys. Faraz Ziam versus Michal Figlak.
Yeah, it looks like the Mad Dog.
I'm not too sure about him. He looks like a wrestler to me.
He is. He's 100% wrestler.
That causes issues for me with Faraz. That causes issues for me. That Faraz, they're going off the name. Faraz is a skinny dude that I'm not sure that can stop a lot of takedowns. If he keeps it on the feet, I don't like to go takedown or bust, but I don't think Faraz has like a lot of knockout power or like a lot of shit. He can throw a spinning kick and he can throw some fast kicks, but I don't think unless it catches him on like the liver or it catches him on the temple or whatever, it's not going to put him out. So I'm honestly going to take Mad Dog here to wrestle him. And I know I'm going with a lot of unknown people right now, but I think that's kind of
a favorite.
What this card. Yeah, I think that's what this card is. I didn't even look at the odds.
Yeah, I looked at that one.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, can you look at me what the under is on the Nassourdin? Because it's under 2.5. I would also say 2.5.
The under is it's actually that's the one fight that's literally not up on my book.
Okay.
Well, it's up, but that under is not.
The under is not.
Yeah.
I can check mine. But yeah, I'm gonna take Mad Dog to wrestle him here. I think Ziam isn't the best. He doesn't have really a good wrestling build. Mad Dog looks like he's just a grinder. I think he's gonna gas Ziam out, and that'll be it. But I'm gonna take Mad Dog by decision.
Yeah, I like that, man. Like you said, this dude's a wrestler. I watched a couple of his tapes. And he's undefeated, if I'm not correct. Yeah, he is.
He's 8-0.
And that is a huge problem, I think, for us. And I'm not basing this off the fact that I don't like Faraz, because I really think that Faraz is a pretty good fighter.
He's a pretty good fighter. Really entertaining matchups when it comes to like a kickboxing fight. When they get a kickboxing matchup, he's good.
Yeah.
It's just he doesn't have a lot of wrestling.
If Faraz can stop these takedowns or not get taken down and put too much pressure on the feet, I think Faraz could win this. I really do. And that's just based off the fact that this is his first fight in the UFC. He's coming from Cage Warriors.
So the Buckley is over 1.5. So they know something's going down.
Oh, they know, yeah, something can pop.
They know.
Because they both finishers. They're both
finishers. I was gonna say if it's under 2.5, hammer that. 1.5, that's a little sketchy.
Yeah.
Go ahead though. Didn't mean to cut you off. Just want to pull that out.
No, it's alright. But Michal Figlak, he's definitely the wrestler here. He definitely knows. I'm pretty sure he's going to go in here and wrestle. He's going to try to get Faraz on the ground, and Faraz is going to have to fight that.
Skinny, bro.
Yeah, he's very skinny. UFC comes down to a lot about matchups and the fighter's will. And I think that this Figlak dude can eventually break Faraz and just make him stop mid-fight with the wrestling and potentially do something from there. I don't know if it's going to decision. I don't know what it's going to go to. But I'm leaning the Mad Dog here. And I think I'm going to stick with that for now. Yeah.
All right. Well, speaking of wrestling, Abus Magomedov.
Abus.
I'm taking him. I'm taking him. He's Dagestanian.
Magomedov?
Yeah. I'm
like
taking
Zabit?
him. He's Dagestanian.
Oh, no, I mean, not Zabit. Who is Magomedov?
What's the heavyweight?
Magomed.
Magomed.
Yeah.
No, that's
No,
Ankalaev.
wait, no, God damn. Wait.
There's so many.
I'm going to look it
names.
up. Yeah, you can look it up. Magomed Wait, no, I don't know. All right. Anyways, just go ahead.
His first name was an of on it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Wait, I'm gonna look it up.
But so anyway, this is why I'm gonna take Magomedov, is because Stolfus in his last fights he beat Dwight Grant by decision. And you don't want to do MMA math, but you do want to look for styles. He got taken down and submitted by Gerald, which he's a good black belt. But he also got taken down and submitted by Rodolfo, the black belt hunter.
Oh, God.
I think if this guy can get taken down, he's going to get taken down by a Dagestani.
Oh, yeah.
For sure. So I don't like that he's been submitted in 2 out of his last 3 fights. I think this is a showcase. Dustin's coming off a pretty good win against Dwight. Yeah, I'm going to take Magomedov here just because of the wrestling. I don't like how he gets submitted. I don't like how Dustin is a submission liability.
Yeah, man. I like that. I'm probably on this fight. My head is telling me Abus, just because of the fact that, like you said, everything you said actually, and I don't know why my heart's saying Dustin for some reason.
Dustin's tough. Dustin's very tough, and I mean, it's just I just don't like how he's been submitted in 2 out of his last 3, which means you have to get taken to the ground. And
yeah. My question is, if this Magomed dude doesn't take him to the ground, what's going to happen?
Well, then he's probably going to be a wild striker from Dagestan. That's what's probably going to happen. If he doesn't try to take him down. God. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're either one of the two. They're either a wild-ass striker, or they're just a grinder, wrestler.
Where does he fight out of? Where is he?
Dagestan.
Wait. No, he's fighting out of Germany. He's born in Dagestan, though.
Yeah. Okay, so he's fighting out of Germany. I don't know if he trains in Dagestan, but he's Dagestanian.
He got a gym. I see his gym there. It's just a bunch of people. It's like a German gym with a bunch of people in it. So he's not straight He's not like, you know, those Dagestanis.
There's something in the water.
Yeah, look.
If I see Dagestan, bro, that's some scary dude. Some scary ass dude.
Hey, so respect. I feel it.
I'm taking him just off the fact that I've seen Dustin get taken down and submitted in his last 2 out of 3. So.
I really like the under in this fight, honestly, if I were to pick a side.
2.5?
Yeah, I like the under 2.5, but I don't know. I might have a little lean on Dustin here. I could be just proven wrong. This Russian could just go in here and just ice Dustin 0.2 seconds.
Like I said, it's a lot of prove it fights, right?
Yeah. Because this is his first fight in the UFC.
Yeah, because Dustin could make a name for himself off this guy.
Easily. Exactly. Well, you don't know. Like, you know what I mean?
Don't know.
But yeah.
But so you say you're feeling Dustin a little bit right now.
Yeah, I'm feeling Dustin.
I can feel that. I can see that. I mean, this guy's completely unproven. So.
And I know an underdog is going. I've had people just like Abus that I thought were going to go in there and dominate, and then literally they get in there and just start wearing down, or just something out of the game plan happens, and then the odds completely flip, and then Dustin's gonna be like a -400 and get a finish or some shit. Like, you know what I mean?
Yep. All
But
it
yeah,
takes is that one stun, and you're like, shit, why
one
are
clap
these
and
odds
it's
what
over.
they are? All right, so
That was it for the prelims.
yeah, so that was it for the prelims. So can I go with this one since this is my
Oh
prop?
yeah.
All
Oh,
right.
this is your prop?
So we got Charles Air Jourdain versus Nathaniel Wood. Charles Jourdain by decision. I think it's going to be a good kickboxing fight. I think Nathaniel Wood looked extremely good in his last bout out. Charles Jourdain got robbed his last fight against Shane Burgos. I think me and you both had Shane, and we both admitted that he got robbed off his last fight. I mean, he outlanded him 80-something to
Charles
20
should have won that.
in the third round, bro. Like, that was insane. So I'm like, Charles is going to be mad. He's Canadian, and he's in France, so he's going to have some fans there. I'm going with Charles, dude, by decision. I don't think Nathaniel's going to get finished. I think Nathaniel's a tough dude and is going to know how to keep the range with Charles, but it's going to be a good kickboxing fight. And I think it's going to go to decision. I think it'd be majority Charles, though. Or 29-28.
I like that. I'm along the same route, man. I really like. I'm not gonna say I'm totally on anybody here, because I think this is a really close fight. I think it's going to be a close fight because I think Nathaniel Wood's really good.
Especially how Nathaniel Wood looked last time. I mean, if he attacked those legs of Charles and everything, I think he'll be straight. But I don't see, like, what had Charles messed up last time is Shane took his back and had him in a body triangle for half the round, or maybe the entire round almost.
Yeah.
So I just don't see Nathaniel doing that.
I just think that Charles is. I'm just trusting him here, honestly. I really think his skill will let him win this fight. I think that he has a lot of fight IQ. And Nathaniel Wood's going to come with some shit. And I just think that Charles Jourdain will overwhelm that. And I'm just not going to... I got lucky last time picking Hurricane Shane over Charles. Because we slipped by that with that one. Because we shouldn't have won. Because we bet against our boy. But I definitely think that Charles is going to prove something here. And he should look for getting a win here.
Definitely fight of the night potential.
100%. Oh yeah, 100%.
Definitely fight of the
easily.
Night potential. All right, let's go on with the next fight.
We got
William Gomez.
Yeah, William Gomez versus Jarno Ahrens.
What business do these people have on a main card? You know what I'm saying? It's literally a prove it.
It's a prove it card. It's 100%.
I'm telling you, it's trying to get people's names out there.
I'm not even going to spend a long time on this one.
Me neither.
I like Gomez here, the Jaguar, the Frenchman. 74-inch reach. What's the other guy's reach? They don't even have it on here. I think
70,
what did you
73 to 74.
Okay, so it's not much. But I think that Gomez is going to just do what he needs. He's a dangerous guy. He is striking, but it looks like he also has submissions. So he's a balanced fighter. He lost by heel hook one time. Yeah, give me Gomez here, man. I think that he's going to be the scrappier dude. He's 25. He's here to prove it. He's a Frenchman. He's in front of his home crowd. Probably his first fight in the UFC. Yeah, his first showing in the UFC. I think this Jarno dude is a good challenge for him. Yeah, I'm not going to bet heavy on this one because, like you said, there's a lot of prove it fights on this, and I think this is also another prove it fight. Not in a sense that they need to prove that they can fight, but they need to prove they belong in the UFC. So, give me William Gomez here.
This one's a little scary for me just because I feel like if this other guy takes him to the ground, what's his name? Ernest?
Yeah. Ahrens.
Ernest?
Jarno Ahrens. I like his name.
Yeah. He's a wild submission threat, man. Do you know what a barbo choke is?
Barbell?
Barbo.
No.
He has a win by barbo choke.
Oh God.
And so his wins have come by a TKO thumb injury, not so impressive, so obviously a doctor stoppage or whatever.
Right.
Then he has a loss by decision, win by triangle, win by rear naked, win by barbell choke, win by decision, win by guillotine, loss by guillotine, win by armbar. He only has one fight that hasn't been two fights in his career that haven't been doctor stoppages, that he's knocked somebody else. The rest are submissions or decisions. So I think this could be very dangerous for Gomes if he gets on the ground.
Yeah.
But standing up, I like Gomes here. I think Gomes, like you said, is a more balanced fighter. This is going to depend on if he can stay away from those submissions.
This Jarno dude, he definitely is a submission.
Bro, he's wild.
God. Wild. Whoa. I just seen some shit. I'm sorry. I had to look up. I tried to look up your barbell choke. I couldn't find it, but I saw him do an anaconda choke, and he literally, dude tried to wrap himself around him, and he went to sleep while he was wrapping him, and then Jarno sat, and the ref pulled him off, and the dude just flopped back like it was over. Like,
that's what I'm saying. Like,
wild,
if he gets him on the ground, problems. But you know my rule, I don't like that takedown or bust.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go, and like you said, Gomes has submission wins.
Yeah.
We just don't know. I'm probably not gonna bet heavy on this fight. I'm gonna go with Gomes off the feet, and I'm just gonna leave it at that. But if it hits the mat, I might take a prop of this dude by submission.
I like that.
By submission.
Moving on. Ooh, we got Nasrat Hakparast versus John Makdessi, the Bull. So this John Makdessi dude is a vet, I know, in the UFC. He's been fighting since...
He's pretty tough.
Fighting since 2010 in the UFC. So that's 12 years in the UFC right now. Versus Nasrat, who's on the up and coming.
Coming to an end.
Yeah. 27 years old from Afghanistan, but he's coming off 2 losses to Dan Hooker and Bobby Green. I think those are 2 notable losses to lose to, you know what I mean? I don't think that's necessarily bad. He's a young fighter. Lost to Drew Dober, Dan Hooker, Bobby Green. So, good people. He has a good win over Alex Munoz, a good win over Rafa Garcia. I really like Nasrat. He has a good boxing. He's a really good decision boxer. I think that's what Nasrat kind of specializes in. He'll get a knockout on you, but he's going to try to coast this by boxing this dude and outboxing him. Where Makdessi, the Bull, he's going to be that vet that's just going to come in with everything. Either coming in on the ground, he's going to come in with submissions, he's going to come in with all types of stuff. He's going to throw shit. This is a tough fight if you're looking at it from their experience and stuff. Mm-hmm. But honestly, I'm gonna take Nasrat here to bounce back. I don't know his price on my bookie. Let me see.
It's like minus 285.
230 for me. I mean, that's still a little high for me, but I think that's what the ending price should eventually have been. Maybe it should be like 170 right here. But I'm gonna take Nasrat here to outbox this man and maybe send this dude to retirement. When was his last fight, Makdessi?
I don't know. I haven't looked that up actually.
2021. He got beat by Ignacio Bahamondes by decision. Okay.
Bahamondes is wild, but
yeah.
Still, yeah. I like what you're thinking here. Nasrat, like you said, I think he's got that technical boxing. Not a lot of speed and combinations to it, but it's very technical. I think he's going to get the job done, like you said. Both of those losses, Dan Hooker and Bobby Green, both of those guys are very elite strikers that have high striking IQ.
Yeah.
So they're going to keep their head off the center line. They're going to move. If your game plan is just to walk forward at Nasrat, I think you're going to get beat up a good bit. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
You need head movement. You probably need to mix in some takedowns. You need to mix in the clinch. I think this guy could do it and possibly drag it to a decision. I'm not sure how really he's going to win. I don't see a clear path for this guy to beat Nasrat. I don't think he's necessarily better than Nasrat anywhere other than maybe a gas tank. That might be what this fight could come down to in the 3rd round, depending on how it's going. It's just seeing which one of these guys can keep throwing longer. And I think Nasrat could potentially put him away before the 3rd round. so I'm gonna go with Nazareth here. I'm not gonna call a knockout or anything yet. I just think that this guy doesn't have the head movement or the IQ that a Dan Hooker or a Bobby Green does in the striking department. I just don't.
I feel that,
So
man.
I got Nazareth.
Feel that.
So what fight we got next?
We have Alessio Di Chirico versus Roman Kopylov.
This should be a good fight.
This is a tough fight. This is a very close fight.
These dudes are about dead even in every physical statistic.
It kind of comes down to who you like here, man. Although I think that Kopylov, they both, yeah. It comes down to who you like here, man. You got Kopylov, the more he's the kickboxer. He's the Russian kickboxer.
I think he had the thing is here. The only reason I think that I'm taking Kopylov right here is because I think he's got a touch of death and the dude doesn't. I think Kopylov can put your lights out with like a jab or a hook.
Yeah.
I'm not sure this dude can.
I don't know, man. It's just like you said, they kind of even, man. Like, because I know that Di Chirico, he got a little skill in his belt.
With combos
like, kicks.
With his hands.
He got kicks. He knows how to knock people out. That's what I'm gonna say. He has knockout ability, like in a couple ways, like either with knees or kicks. Like he knocked out Yao Queen Buckley with a kick. You know what I mean? Like that. I mean, and you're putting him. His last fight was against Abdul. He got knocked out by the kick. Remember that? That huge. He got. I think it was it was early in the first round, literally 17 seconds in, he got kicked in the face. I think I'm gonna take Kopylov here. I really like Kopylov in this spot. This is gonna be a close fight, man. Don't bet heavy on it if you do bet on this. If you do, you could be right. I mean, it's good value on it. It's like a pick'em essentially. So just give me Kopylov here.
I'm taking this. Betting wise, you're right. I'm taking Kopylov for the record. I think when it comes to betting Friday, I'll let you know, but I might take whoever the underdog is purely off the value.
Yeah. I like that. Honestly. Yeah, it's that close of a fight. Like I feel
it's that close of a fight like, where I just
anybody could. Either person could win this easily. It's 50-50.
Yeah, 100%. All right, we already did the co-main.
Yeah. Damn, that was
Robert Whitaker versus Marvin Vettori. Thank God we're finally at this fight. I'm waiting on this fight for a while. You want to go or you want me to
go? You kick it off, man.
All right. So Marvin, I think, is going to try to make this really gritty. He's going to try to get really close to Robert. I think there's just a discrepancy in the middleweight division, almost kind of like there is in the featherweight division. I think there's like Izzy, and then there's Robert, and there's like everybody else. I think Robert, he broke Cannonier's arm with a kick.
Yeah.
He's a beast, dude. I mean, his footwork, and like I said, when after he fought Izzy the first time, I thought he was going to come back and beat him. He didn't. But I mean, I think Robert's too technically sound for Marvin. Marvin could potentially wrestle him, but I'm not sure how much that path is going to get you with Robert because he's a sound everywhere. I think he's going to put him, like Robert said, once he gets in there with him, Marvin's going to realize that he's going to put him on skates. His footwork is too good for him. His hands are too fast for him. And he has too much technicality for Marvin. I think Marvin's a very durable and tough dude, but that's about Marvin's cap, I think. Like, Marvin doesn't have the submission game that I think. I think he's got an arm triangle, a guillotine, probably it, honestly. Maybe an armbar, obviously, but I don't see him pulling off a submission against Robert. The only way I can see him winning is getting a ground and like grind decision. So I'm going to take Robert here by decision, though, and I'm just going to say Robert points him for probably 4 of the 4 rounds. Or no, it's not a title fight. Probably 2 of the 3 rounds. Marvin might get 1 round off a takedown, but Robert will get the better of him for the 2 of the 3 rounds.
Yeah, I definitely see that.
It could be a closer fight than what I think, though.
Yeah, I've been thinking a lot about this. I think it may be a little close, but The only way it can become close is if Vettori takes Robert down. If Vettori takes Robert down, I feel like he's able to
you
with
even
ease.
know that's not a guarantee.
Oh,
like,
no, it's not.
That he can. Yeah.
But like I said, if he can do it, and he does it with ease, especially, Vettori's going to win that fight.
That first shoot is going to determine a lot in the fight.
If Robert stays up
early,
yeah. If Robert can stuff or stay up, Robert
could be long for Vettori.
Yeah, exactly, easily. I think it's all going to come down to that first round, depending on if there is a feel-out round. But I'm going with the more experienced, the better fighter technically, like because of his stature and who he's fought, and who I trust more. Vettori's the underdog. He's an underdog a lot. He can do it, but he's going to have to prove it. This is a prove it card. That's what we're going to label this prove it card. That's it.
Yeah, I think that's what I think it is, bro. That's what I think it is, literally.
I'm gonna edge Robert here, though. Yeah.
Yeah. I might I might make a parlay. I might have Vettori at the end just so I can edge out on Robert, or I might do the opposite so I can edge out on Vettori. I just don't want to make it,
I have something where I have Robert at the end.
Yeah, so you can fade out on Vettori. I like that. If you're done, I'm good on it. I don't think I need to talk about it anymore.
I'm ready for the main.
Yeah, the main. This is one that I hate the odds on, bro. I don't know if you looked at the odds.
I haven't even looked at them. Wait, let me see.
Hate the odds.
Yeah, that's terrible.
It's terrible. Cyril's
makes you want to bet tie.
Yeah,
Cyril what is minus 555.
Yeah, and Ty's plus 3 something.
399.
Yeah. Maybe if you want to bet Ty, honestly, I went back and watched the Francis Cyril fight the other day. I think Cyril won 1, 2, and 5. I don't think that Francis won 3 rounds. So I could say that Cyril won it. Francis landed probably the bigger impact moments of that fight, takedown, slam, and everything like that. But I think Cyril could potentially be champion right now. And that's not, I don't think, overstating it. I think it was a very close fight between him and Francis. Ty's got power, dude. Ty's going to make it dirty. He's going to take one to throw one. Cyril's going to have to throw some shit with bad intentions. Because if he doesn't, if he tries to just tap him, Ty, like I said, Ty's going to take one to throw one to connect with you. And Ty's going to throw with bad intentions. Ty's going to throw to put you out. I just think the kickboxing of Cyril is going to be too much. I just think he is way too technical. I like the over 2.5 on this fight. That's what I really like. I like the over 2.5 on this fight. The only reason I think that they're saying it's going to be under 2.5 is because Ty's in this fight.
Yeah.
But unless you think that Ty's winning, I think the over 2.5 is a safe bet for Cyril, if you're taking Cyril. So that's what I'm going to go with. I think the kickboxing is just going to be a little bit too much. I think he's going to hurt Ty's legs. I think that Muay Thai, those teep kicks, the elbows in the clinch. Ty is very good with elbows in the clinch too, but I think Cyril just has that little bit of a speed advantage on him, and he's more athletic than Ty. So I'm going to go with Ty. And Ty ain't going to turn into a wrestler either. Ty's going to throw those giant overhands, those looping punches, and Cyril was probably going to keep his distance and pick him apart. That's what I think.
Yeah.
Hate the odds on it, though.
I've said this since the beginning. All of my boys become champions, Chad. We know this. Glover.
Except Michael Chandler.
Eventually. Watch. He close. Yeah, he close to it, so don't play with that one. He fought for it already. He's close. Anyways, back to what I was saying. Glover.
I'm going to drop it.
Leon.
Yeah.
Cyril. I've been following Cyril since I seen him. Since the beginning of time in his UFC debut.
He's a fact.
I said this man will be champion. This man is ridiculous. He's one of the best fighters I've ever seen. There's no heavyweight with his kickboxing. There's no heavyweight with his distance management, his Izzy-like skill and technique in heavyweight.
He fights like Jiri, but like heavyweight.
Like a mixture of Jiri and Izzy. Let's say that. Izzy in the sense that
wild.
He's just it's insane. Yeah, exactly. But with I'd say he has he's slightly less dangerous than Yuri. Slightly less dangerous. Like Yuri's more of a he's very dangerous. Like exactly. Yuri throws with way more bad intention than he's looking to fucking end your fucking.
Let Cyril throw a spinning elbow like Yuri did and land
it's
and see
over.
what it does to somebody.
He can do it. See, he can.
He can. That's what I'm saying. It's just, will he do that?
I think everybody got from me saying all this. I'm obviously leaning Cyril. He could play with his food, or he can make
as
this
much
quick
as me and
if
you
he
love
catches.
Ty. He needs to not play with his food, or Ty is going to be dangerous. That's what.
Exactly, that's where I was going to get to. I wasn't going to be biased towards Cyril completely. I definitely think that Ty, he has that wherewithal in him to last, and he will take it to the last round if he can. If he isn't gassed or if he isn't beaten yet, to look for that knockout. All he has to do is touch Cyril with his elbow or get a real good power shot on Cyril. And it could damage Cyril a lot, but it's going to be real hard touching Cyril. Real hard. He ain't going to be able to just swing at Cyril. He got to set things up.
With a lot of speed. I mean, Francis couldn't touch Cyril.
And if Francis can't, Francis will ice tie Tuivasa. You know what I'm saying? So, come on, guys. Let's just be real here. I think Cyril's going to do this, and he's potentially going to fight Francis again.
All right, well, that's it for the Wednesday breakdown. There's a shorter episode. Hopefully we can cut these down by not going through as much, just because we'll be back Friday for the official pick.
Maybe 30 minutes to this is perfect, honestly.
30 minutes to 45 minutes is fine.
Yeah.
But we apologize. We're going to have probably a little bit mixture in our schedules with you starting school and me having a new job. So I'll keep you updated on social about what we're doing. Obviously, if you follow the YouTube channel, you'll see when the videos go up. They just might not be at around the same time. We usually try to get these videos out by like 12 around to 3 on any given day that we're supposed to do these. Now they might be a little bit later or earlier depending on how our schedule is looking. So I would appreciate if you just bear with us on that, and we'll get the videos out to you in a reasonable time. But, just keep liking, subscribing, and follow us on Facebook or Twitter and Instagram, all those. So, you got anything, Stacey?
Nope. Thanks for everybody that tuned in. I appreciate it. We'll see you guys Friday. And
all right. I appreciate you guys. By the way, Hamza and Tony the next card.
Oh,
Can I
God.
get a better card?
Uh-oh. Hamza, Tony. This is about to be crazy.
Can I get a better card?
I don't know, Chad.